basically the new stuff that I want to show here is getting ready for before we send on everything to Namm show. Is the sequencer, the SEQ12, the vPed, which is a VST host pedal board, and the ADX1, which is an analog drum machine with 5 parts, 5 channels. And basically, yeah, everything can be easily explained with the sequencer, which is a really cool sequencer actually. Gonna try to go really quick through the main features of these devices, and then yeah, I will do more in-depth videos in the future. Basically, to start off with, I'm gonna start with the sequencer. The sequencer is a 12 channel sequencer. Okay, we can control the, let's say, 12 external or 12 different channels, and it's got 3 MIDI outputs, 1 MIDI input, so it can drive quite a lot of synthesizers. And basically it's got like 3 different modes, but these 3 modes work together. Okay, well, I have to say that I had this for just like 5 days, and that's all I could do really, prepare. But it took me just an afternoon to work out most of the features of this device without a manual. It's really cool and straightforward. And so yeah, basically we've got sequencing, sequencer mode, jam and song. Sequencing is where you edit the basic patterns and sequences. So let's say, for example, I'm gonna turn everything down apart from the drum machine. So that's a kick drum, just kick drum. Now if I go into the next sequence, we can see the different elements that we could here change or like. Okay, so in this view, let's say that we can edit each one of the sequences that we can have for all these channels. Okay, and like go into detail. Each of these buttons will then act like this is for notes. Then we have here octave or accent, depending on the modes, because each track, each of the 12 tracks can be either mono, polyphonic or drum mode, no? And depending on these modes, it will have different parameters here to edit. Mixer, which it works like yeah, mixer of volumes of these 12 different sounds. Velocity or note code, which it depends as well on the mode. Length or octaves, and shuffle. Then it's got 2 control parts with which you can do like automations and all sort of crazy envelopes and really good stuff here, just sending the certain MIDI parameters. And then you have a few basic things here, like copy, paste, clear, and random. Random, depending what was the last parameter that we've touched, like for example here in control, then if we press random, we get randomization of those values, and then with clear we can clear it. So yeah, that's the mode in which you edit the stuff. Then when you go into jam, basically what you can do is, this works as mute mode. That's how I was playing, no? Where you can mute and mute all these different parts, and also establish their evolution in time, no? To control the arrangement. And this right now is set in a way which is by hand, but you can also automate all this stuff on song. Song basically is the, like, sequencing is for going into detail of the sequences and the MIDI notes. Song is for a wider view of how those sequences and patterns are going to be played, either by hand or automated, you know. So yeah, you can basically have certain patterns playing automatically, and then all of this is one part. Okay, and you can have up to 8 parts to compose different parts of the song. So it's a really powerful sequencer. Really, I'm really happy with it, and I really see myself using it very often. So yeah, second position here, what we have is the vPed, okay, which this is a machine that needs a lot of videos to show all the functions, but basically you've got like a pedal shape kind of interface in which you can change pages, and you have 12 slots to load different VST plugins, either effects or synthesizers. So yeah, you can connect USB MIDI keyboards and any stuff to control and play these synthesizers externally. And it's got some inputs, audio inputs to process, obviously. Right now what I'm doing with it is I'm processing the SOX box with some distortion pedals and adding some reverb as well. So as you can see here, you can see the plugins I'm using for different kind of distortion on the 303 clones, which sound really good. And yeah, like for example, if I turn this down and this up, that's the reverb that I've got in here, sorry. I've got them as a send on the mixer. Now the other 303 that I've got up here, the SOX box, it's got this different kind of pedal, so I can get the proper acid sound. So yeah, this one is more bassy, and the other ones is for a more acid sound. As you can see, really cool stuff you can get out of the SOX box in combination with emulation of pedals. And yeah, right now I'm just using as an external effect processor and not much more. And then, well, the SID is being sent into the reverbs as well. And then here we've got the ADX1, the analog drum machine, which is a remake of a machine that more machines, well, as MAM, like Music and More, did some years ago. And it's being obsolete, but it's a really cool sounding analog drum machine. I have to design a new panel for it for Namm show, and this is a prototype. But basically I can show the main functions of this. It's got a few triggers here for the going to turn this down, and those, because they sound distorted. So yeah, kick drum, a synth sound that you can actually with FM do all sort of weird tones. The kick drum is as well quite versatile. FM. The attack that simulates the black of the bass, release, and distortion. And then each one of them have panorama effect and volume. We have a really nice snare drum, a really realistic hi-hat, all with their filters and some modulation options, so the sounds can be always changing. It's really cool. And a metal channel where you basically have as well some sounds and filter. For creating some metallic sounding tones. So yeah, that's it. And yeah, I'm MULTIMAN, aka Inspector Gadget. Hope you had some fun. So see you around.